Hey guys, hope you're doing amazing. It is Tuesday and time for another Therapy Tuesday. I want to thank you guys for participating in my question. And this topic was one of the most common ones suggested by you guys, again, as always. And it is on the topic of how to get along with your in-laws and how to deal with difficult in-laws. One person specifically asked me how common it is to have issues with in-laws. So I did a little research because I didn't know how common it is. I mean, I know it's the topic that comes up with a lot of my clients, but to my surprise, it said that 3 out of 4 couples have had problems during their marriage with their one side of the in-laws at some point in their marriage. So it might not be an ongoing thing, but at some point in their marriage, it has happened that they've had issues with their in-laws. So what are some of the common issues that come up with in-laws in a marriage? First and foremost was, interestingly enough, pressure of having children. There's always that set of in-laws that wants you to have children before you are ready to have kids. Another one was an in-law that is a know-it-all. So they know what the best way for you to handle your finances is. They know what the best way for you to keep up your house is. They know what the best way for you to deal with your friends is. So they just know it all, and that can come off really annoying, of course, especially if you are newly married and you're just trying to make things work and you have an in-law who's constantly telling you what to do. Money lending. A lot of young couples need to borrow money from their in-laws, and this unfortunately causes their in-laws to think that this means they have power over their lives and how to tell them how to live their life, and they can just be overbearing because they are giving some money to be borrowed. Another really common thing is social and religious issues in marriages through the in-laws. A lot of in-laws think they can tell their new son-in-law or daughter-in-law how to act and how to behave and what religion to follow and how they should be in a social setting, and that can obviously cause a lot of harm in a marriage as well. What are some of the side effects of having issues with in-laws? Unfortunately, the worst thing that can come from having issues with in-laws is that the marriage can take a hit and it can take a toll on your marriage. Obviously, if you're continuously arguing about your husband's mother or your wife's mother or the other way around, this is going to at some point irritate you and it is going to cause a rift. This also causes stress and anxiety. And at some high levels with high intensity, it can obviously cause depression as well. The reason it causes depression is a lot of times it can cause you to feel less than or not up to par or not good enough for your spouse. And this is obviously driven by one of your in-laws telling you you're not good enough or you're not good enough for their child. So this can lead to depression. So it is really something to keep an eye on and make sure that it's not getting out of hand. So now that we know what the causes are, now that we know what the symptoms are, the question is what to do. So next Tuesday, I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about how to effectively deal with having issues with your in-laws and how to make sure that you and your spouse are on the same page and going through a list of things that can help you both. Thank you for listening. See you guys next Tuesday.